We could talk about that overtime for an hour. We won't, but we could.
Well, the overtime almost took an hour.
Yeah, it really did. This is the Press Row Show, number one. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about it a lot tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
The Flyers win in the shootout. Final, I guess, is 3-2. I mean, I don't even know where to start with that overtime. I guess we'll start with the first controversy. So, the Flyers' initial rush, Cates goes to the net. Looks like he got hit up high. No call. Fine, whatever. I'd rather the refs keep the whistle in their pocket in overtime anyway. During that chaos, Letang gets lost behind the Flyers' defense. Breakaway. Zegras slashes in from behind, and on the delayed call, Malkin scores. We think, oh, well, game over. Well, just kidding. Because the Penguins got a little too anxious with the goalie coming back to the bench before they put the extra skater on. So they wave off the goal. And the first controversy that I want to get to is they wave off the goal for the Penguins having too many players on the ice, but they still get the power play because of the Zegras slash. I'm not sure why those two didn't cancel each other out.
It was an illegal substitution, not an illegal...
not too many men
on the ice penalty.
Yeah, so here's what I don't understand, Bundy, and I don't know. Call me crazy for making this comparison. But if you have too many men on the ice, right, and you get a penalty,
yep,
it's because someone came off the bench before someone got off the ice.
That's correct. Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yep.
I'm just making sure that I'm not nuts. So in this case, someone came off the bench for the Penguins before the goalie got off the ice.
Someone came on the ice before the goalie got there. Yeah, it was.
So then why is that
not too many men on the ice? Right. I don't know if it's because of the goalie. It makes no sense.
Because I think it's not because it's a goalie. I think it's because it's a delayed penalty.
Right.
But that is a stupid loophole rule that needs to go away.
So
yeah, it should have been too many men on the ice.
Right. It should have been both teams should have had a minor penalty,
and
it would even it out in 3-on-3.
So if it wasn't a delayed call, let's say the Flyers had the lead late in the game and the Penguins pull the goalie to get the extra attacker, and they do that same exact thing and they score.
I'm pretty sure it's a penalty. Because then there's not a legal substitution. Because you have a free substitution there that's not normally there. It's crazy.
I'm lost.
The league is
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that happens, and during the very tail end of that Flyers penalty kill, Noah Cates actually gets loose again, and then draws a penalty himself. So now the Flyers on the power play to end. I think they have a 2-minute minor, so there was a minute 46 left. So the Flyers are going to end overtime either with the win or on the power play. And we thought that they ended on the win
with Tyson Forster
scoring.
Right.
And I'm promising you this: we were sitting right here, like you're seeing us now. Literally, I was seconds away from hitting the intro music to start the postgame show. And I was like, well, you know what? That zone entry by Zegras did look a little weird. Let me just make sure before I go live here. The game's definitely over. And I look over my shoulder, and I'm like, hey, Bundy, Pittsburgh's still on the ice. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, maybe they're reviewing for offside. And they showed one replay angle here. Maybe you guys at home got a different angle on TV, but the angle we saw, I thought was on.
It looked onside to us. Did it look onside to you too, right, Bundy?
I didn't feel it like when it happened on the ice. I didn't notice it or feel it.
Even the replay that we saw.
Oh yeah, it didn't look offside.
Right, it didn't look
unless there was somebody on the far side of the ice that we weren't getting a replay of.
Right, we only got the one replay, so we can't say for 100% certain. Maybe there was a TV angle that showed something different, but from what we saw, it looked onside. Flyers get burned there, but then there's more.
There's more. I try to remember who it was, but at the very, very end of the overtime period, there was a Flyers player that kind of like chipped a shot on net. It wasn't particularly hard, but I get why,
It was Zegras.
It was him. Okay.
It was Zegras right at the end.
Right.
Yeah, right at the end. Trevor Zegras is taking a shot just after the horn.
So there was a Pittsburgh defender there that gave him a nice little healthy shove, which if that had been the end of it, I think would have been reasonable. Like once the horn is blown, leave the other goalie alone. Just you don't do anything to antagonize. And it looked like that was just going to be the end of it. And I was actually thinking, weird for a Flyers-Penguins game. Not a lot of chippiness so far, and there really wasn't up until that point. And then all hell broke loose, and
things exploded. Guys went after each other. There was a scrum. They never announced the penalty.
No, they never announced anything.
So we have no idea what the penalties were.
And that's why Zegras didn't shoot in the shootout because he was kicked out of the game.
But he got a game misconduct, or at least a 10. Right? I mean, he got a misconduct. We don't know if it's a 10 or a game. So the reason he doesn't shoot in the shootout, where he's, by the way, 62%.
Right.
Okay.
Second highest percentage in league history.
Yes, is because he wasn't available because he took a misconduct penalty at the end of the game. So that's why now all of a sudden Bobby Brink has to go into the shootout rotation. And he goes, and lo and behold, he scores the game-winning goal.
He undressed him.
Yeah, he did. It was a beautiful move.
It was a beautiful move, although I will say.
He probably stopped like 3 times, though.
Look, we don't. Buddy, do you want to keep playing?
That's like traveling in basketball. They don't call it anymore, right?
This game took 5 hours as it is. You wanted to go another round?
It took 3 hours. How the hell's a game take 3 hours?
It was unbelievable tonight. Unbelievable.
That's insane.
Early start. We're thinking, we're going to get home early. Yeah. Nah. Not happening.
That was one thing we did not speak into existence.
Yes, we did not.
But I mean, yeah, I'm sure you guys will go into a little bit more detail tomorrow in Drexel Hill tomorrow night, right?
Yes, Drexel
Chickies
Hill.
and Pete's in Drexel Hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean that maybe the wildest turn of events just in a 5-minute period of overtime.
It was crazy
that I've ever seen.
It was. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen. Both teams thought that they won, and neither of them were right.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct.
Other than that,
nobody won that until the shootout. Nobody won anything.
Right.
I mean that by the league didn't win anything. The fans didn't win anything. Nobody won.
See ya, Mike.
Squat. NHL. Thank you for your stupid rules.
Even their what are they called? The something frenzy. What is it called?
The Frozen Frenzy.
Frozen frenzy. Yeah.
They just threw it out there, but they never advertised for it.
Good thing they staggered all of those ending times.
Yeah. Good win though. Good win.
Ultimately, all of the overtime stuff aside, it was a game that the Flyers probably should. The third period was the only period that the Penguins probably outplayed the Flyers today. They outshot them 9-8 in the third. And the Crosby goal, you definitely not going to put on Erson. That was a pretty fugazi goal that he just bounced in off of Sealer.
Yeah.
So not a ton that he could have done about that. Other than that, I think the Flyers deserve the win. This is their highest shot total of the season so far with 32. First time that they got to the 30 mark this season. So there's that at least. And, it's always good when you beat your arch nemesis. So the only other thing was overall, Bunny, what did you think of Michkov's game tonight? Another shootout goal for him.
Yeah, beautiful shootout goal. Went to his backhand upstairs. Yeah, he had a good game. He's getting better every game.
That's good.
From where he was, and he's improving every night. So, I thought tonight he had another pretty decent game.